Hi, welcome to the Fruit Logistica Media Studio. My name's Chris White from FruitNet, and I'm joined this morning by Erik Fyrwald. Erik, you're the Chief Executive of the Syngenta Group based in Basel, Switzerland.
Correct, Chris.
And the big issue for you guys at Syngenta, as in for many companies, is the whole question of climate change.
Yes.
What are you doing in seeds?
Well, it's an incredible challenge for the world because there's absolute weather extremes that we've never seen before. So last year was the worst flooding in the history of the United States agriculture industry. Massive parts of the US were flooding for many, many months, and farmers even had a tough time getting their crop into the ground, and many acres didn't get planted. At the same time, there's the worst drought in the history of Australia, and you hear the brush fires are still burning, and the highest temperatures in a number of countries in Europe. So climate change is happening, and weather extremes are impacting farmers. So what we're doing is we keep coming out with seeds and crop protection products to help the plants grow healthier, but seeds that are better able to grow under weather extremes, whether it's drought or flooding, and some years it's both. So the seed technology, the agronomic advice we give to farmers of how to deal when things are flooding or drought, and then also the crop protection products to help protect the plants.
And climate change is, it's changing pretty fast as well, so you've got to kind of keep ahead of the
Yes.
curve as well. What are the specific areas you're working on in all of this big problem area of challenge that we have?
So I'll give you one example. Corn, maize, is the largest crop grown in the world, and sweet corn grown for vegetable purposes is a critically important crop. And we looked at all of our corn varieties, which we sell all over the world, and we found that under drought conditions, we looked at the big data and found that under drought conditions, one variety was producing much more yield despite the drought. And that variety, now we can look at the DNA and understand it, had a naturally mutated gene that caused it to be drought tolerant. So we have now bred that naturally occurring gene across our corn varieties globally. And last year, 70% of the corn that we sold in Europe was with this drought tolerant gene, because farmers know that there's a high likelihood of drought. We're also increasing the root size of our plants so that under drought conditions, the plants can get more access to water. And under flooding conditions, the plant is more stable to hold up under flooding conditions. So we're doing a lot with breeding in the seed, but also we now have drones and satellite imaging that can help farmers understand where they have issues and help them deal with them.
This is precision agriculture, is it?
This is precision agriculture.
Yeah. Now, you guys have been here at Syngenta many, many years at Fruit Logistica, and you're here
Yes.
again this year with innovations. What's this innovation you've got here?
We've got a lot of exciting innovations, but let me tell you about Yume. Yume is a new breed of tomato that's really exciting because you can see the deep purple color, which is unique, innovative, and we think very attractive to many consumers. At the same time, it has a unique taste, a umami taste, that's sweet plus umami that consumers are telling us that they really love. It also has a longer shelf life, so it's more sustainable, so there's less waste. And either shelf life at home or on the store shelves, less likelihood to throw out the product. And it also is really a great new concept in tomatoes. So many benefits, the taste, including the health. By the way, this has high antioxidant levels, the taste, the health, and the environmental sustainability. We think consumers want all three in one product, and that's what Yume brings.
That certainly makes the Chief Executive very, very positive. Erik, thank you very much indeed for coming this morning. Join us on our YouTube channel for many, many more interviews, much more interesting news and information here at Fruit Logistica. Thanks.